Hi everyone, welcome back. Today is Monday, the something of December, 28th maybe. I forgot about this bike. I just opened my garage and got a nice shock. What a good looking bike shape wise, look at it. The guy who built this bike, really nice guy. He's done all the hard work, guys. In fact, I think Sultan paid $4.30 for it, and the guy's done all the work. For example, this front seat actually does clip under the front seat clip on there. All we need to do is put a couple of brackets on the back to make sure it's held down at the back. That's easy to do. I sent Sultan 2 bolt-on exhausts down here, just short ones with baffles. They were 70 quid. He got a bit funny about paying 70 quid, which is stupid. 70 quid for 2 baffles, for 2 exhausts with baffles is a very good price. So hopefully he's ordered them. I left him with saying, you order, it's your bike. You see this, guys, they've snapped. This isn't set for bolt-on parts. That's snapped. That's an original exhaust that's snapped. There's no link pipes, there's no exhaust you can buy that link onto that. You'd need a full set. Now, if this was my calf racer and I'd just paid $4.30 for it, I'd buy a Delcafitch full system, top to bottom, shiny. But saying that, this has a nice shape. I think the 2 exhausts, little ones coming out of there, could really set this off. I'm not keen on the bars. I think the clock should stay where they are because they are. It just all works. It's all functional. You'd be nuts to change it. The handlebars, they work. They work. I don't like them, but they're functional. Would I go with clip-ons down here and down here? Would I? I don't know. I just don't like the bars. They just let the bike down. I wouldn't touch the front. I wouldn't touch the light. No point. It's all done and dusted. I would definitely take these big wind deflectors off and put the smaller ones on. It's very quick and easy to do. Be crazy not to. And then that's the bits on the back that we need to look at. He needs to look at. Mounting the plate, again, it's all very easy. Just make a couple of brackets, have the plate coming out like this. The indicators can be slightly set further back and so on. But beautiful bike. Hopefully he's ordered all the parts he needs. At the moment it's mainly a battery and the exhaust. Anything else is kind of well, you need that at a different time, I guess. For now it'd be nice to get it up and running and hear it. We also need to look at the fuel pipes. The man was quite set that the fuel pipes are bad, so we should take him at his word and deal with that. Gary's coming down today. He wants his fork seals done. I'm tired, but we'll manage the fork seals, I'm sure. And the Vespa has to go next. The XJ550 is coming back soon, so the Vespa has to be on its way. I think we're going to be painting this black. And I have found a seat cover now from Germany. I kind of can't be asked, but I probably will order it. And then I think so you're going to have a toned down black and blue Vespa 50 with a 125 engine. I'm going to have to be very careful how I advertise it. But it is a great engine, it's a great running bike. I can pull this out now and there's no doubt it will start up first press of the button. So that's all good. It is safe. All the suspension's good. The brakes are fine. I need to nip up the rear brake. But the front brake's on and lovely, and it's got plenty meat on the pads, and it's a great little bike, guys. I'd love to make it perfect, but I can't justify selling a 50 with a 125 engine in and making it look perfect. And I've checked and checked and checked again online how you re-register the tax, because it's only the tax they care about, guys. You're actually only re-registering the taxation class, which you know tells you a lot about our government, doesn't it? They're not that fussed about a 16-year-old riding a bigger bike, but they want to get their tax on it. It says something like you need a mechanics. I think they want a mechanic's shop to put the engine in, and then kind of a receipt to say it's all safe. I don't know if I could take this to my guys and have them look over it and say it's all safe. I don't think they'd want that hassle and that stress. I don't think my guys would entertain it, if I'm being honest. They're kind of old-fashioned mechanics. They won't be interested in that. Now, I think it's got an MOT. It's passed an MOT with this engine in. That should be sufficient enough, but I don't know. So I'm not bothering with taxing this bike. I'm going to sell it honestly with this engine in and tell the new buyer that they can drive this. I don't care. I don't care if they turn up and drive this away. But the second they're pulled over and they lose it, that's on them. They don't get a penny off their money back. And if that's the risk they take, that's the risk they take. Anyway, I have ordered the 2 indicator lenses. I couldn't work out what's what. I think it's front right and rear left, but that depends where you're looking from, doesn't it, guys? I've done it from sitting on the bike, front right and rear left. My only slight problem is it's Euro scooter parts, which were a pain in the arse last time. But they're the only ones that seem to have them, so they better pull their finger out, or they'll get another negative feedback. They wrote over my negative feedback last week. They said something like, we gave him the part on the information he provided. That's not actually true, guys. I provided information about my bike, and they said, and I said it was a carb model, and they said this is the part you need. And they sent me a link for the part I need. They may have covered their backs by saying something like something. They might have put a maybe in there, but either way, they should have just dealt with the refund better than they did, I think. Anyway, I'm rambling on now. I want to get this kind of bits and pieces done and kind of buttoned up. This bike needs to go soon. I keep forgetting to mount this rear shock. You've got to get the bolt back through, guys. That's so important. Can you imagine next MOT and there's no bolt in the rear shock? That's going to be my step 1. And then I need to put a bolt on the rear brake down there. See, I've set it all up, but there's no bolt on it, which again makes it dangerous. And just bits like that, really. And then and then I think we're going black, so it will be taped along here and down around here, and then I think this is going matte black for convenience, guys. Honestly, simply for convenience. This is all quite smooth. I don't think this would particularly show up, but this obviously needs more work, and I don't think we can get that any better than it is, really. So I don't really know what we're going to do there. This bump will show a bit, but not major. It looks worse than it is. It looks like a big old dent, and it's not. It's filled. We kind of need some more filler here, don't we? Anyway, right, let's get this bike out. Okay, guys, so here's the taping off I've done. If you look, use the moldable tape. So that's electric tape there, because that you can mold that around. You can't mold the masking tape and then go over with masking tape to widen the area. All right. Once you've done that, I mean, I'm quite careful at spraying now, so I'm not too worried about too much overspray. But I'm going to do some light coats, and then we're just going to make this panel black. Cheers, buddy. Sultan's arrived. And then you see this line. This line's going to look quite stupid. You can straighten that line out with a car pinstripe, guys, from any local car shop. Ideally, use a local independent one while we're in such crisis at the moment. Right, guys, we're all here. Gary's here. He's got his bike. Sultan's here, and I've started the tack spray paint on the Vespa. So if you look, guys, I'm using the same paint for the sides, the handlebar trim, the front trim, and what else? I feel like something else. I'm not sure what else. What have we got? We've got fork seals and oil to do. Yep. Sultan is removing the tank. He's already been here 20 minutes. Yeah, I just done fiddling with himself. Literally. Sultan was just telling Gary his really stupid mistake of handing my whole wallet over.
I like to call it a reverse mugging.
Yeah, which had over £500 in it, guys. He handed the whole wallet over to the buyer. My wallet, guys, my money, my wallet. Well, technically your money, but my wallet. Over. So that included 70 quid of my money. And I looked at him and went, Did you just hand over my whole wallet? There's over. Basically, you didn't count, which is stupid.
Yeah, I had faith in you in that situation.
What? How does that make sense? So, guys, upside down forks. People get a bit weirded out with upside down forks. They're easier than normal upright forks because you don't have a hidden bolt at the bottom down there. So you don't really have to worry. The main thing is you put it on its rear stand and you bulk up under here. So we'll put the jack under there. We'll get the front off the floor. We're going to drop the front wheel. Gary's going to do a lot of this stuff, well, because we're all working around each other. You drop the front wheel, and then the main thing you need to do is we need to loosen these two while they are on the bike. So now, that's when you loosen them. I've got massive toolkits to loosen them. You just turn them. Then you pull the shocks off. That's the hard part done. Then you undo these, and that drops just this sheath. It is all attached. It's all attached. So all you're doing is dropping this sheath, and then I'll show you where we go from there. So Gary, when you're ready, it goes on the rear stand. We'll put the jack under the engine here just to bulk it back, and the front wheel is coming off, so we'll need... Ooh, I wonder who's worked on your bike before. Have we ever removed the front wheel?
No.
Look at that, you're missing a clamp. Not the end of the world, but not ideal. So you'll take this one off, and then you'll undo this, and then the pin will come out and we drop the front wheel. But obviously I'll give you a hand. Ah, I knew I was doing something else. I need to put a coat on there, guys, because it looks like it rained on that one. Anyway, so that's where we are. So we're all very busy. Look, I can see it in your face. Charlie, no, it won't come off.
I know to take it off. I'm saying, where should I put the steel fuel?
Right, what you need to look at now is, did you disconnect that?
No, it came off by itself.
Where did it come off?
I mean, it didn't come off as in I took it off and that's where it was like...
So you didn't disconnect it. That is just a overflow. Look at the fuel pipes. You need to know where they go. So here, oh, stop pulling. Relax, relax. Look, you missed the whole clip here, mate. You missed the clip. So let's get 1 minute. I'll get a screwdriver in there, and then we need to see where the this pipe goes to. I would be tempted to disconnect it from here, but then you're going to have a big spill. How much does that feel full? No. I don't want to spill that into my canister because there's fuel in there.
You want your empty Dr. Pepper bottles?
Let me try and find an empty bottle for you. 1 minute. Let's unclip the fuel gauge. So guys, we just checked the fuel lines on there. Honestly, they're fine. They're not. I don't know what the issue with them was. There doesn't appear to be any holes in them. So what's up?
So I'm trying to put this on here, but is it meant to be like a bit like fiddly?
Yeah, you got to wiggle it. We've already loosened this cap here, so it'll go this way. Yeah. What way you going? Easy, easy, easy. Make sure it's on and nipped up as tight as it'll go. I'll nip it up if it'll go a bit more on there. Hang on. And then wait. What way are you going?
This way.
Towards me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And stop. All right. So that one is pretty solid. That's why we do it now. Why it's fully clamped up. So let's we'll work this out. Let's get this loosened up. Otherwise we're screwed. But we will do it. Okay, guys. So second pass on the Vespa. You're kind of 80% coverage there, guys, because these are tack coats. So you don't want to go too nuts. This panel's over there. I'm doing that, and I'm going to do this as well. I forgot about that. Gary's loosening the wheel. Gary, the wheel as well, yeah? Yeah. And then he's going to drop the forks. Sultan, like, the more I listen to Sultan, right, he's lazy, and he don't want to spend a penny. Yeah, that's all you hear from him.
I'll say that.
What? £70 on an exhaust?
I'll say that is 101%.
Right, £70 on an exhaust, and I'm like, well, Sultan, that's the cheapest. Well, no, we can drive for 8 hours, and I can buy one for 40 quid, even though it's going to cost you 100 quid in petrol. Yeah. But basically, me and Gary are just like dumbfounded that he's bought this for 430 quid. Gary, it bloody starts and runs. We can hook the battery up now and it will start and run and ride. All he needs to do is put 2 little bolts to fix that on, put 1 number plate holder on and a bloody rear light, and he's got a custom calf racer for pennies. All this has been, look, bloody... mirror shined.
You can see his anger. And
So annoyed. I am so annoyed. You don't deserve this project.
And it's all my
Hag-on rear shocks, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they're not original on these bikes. A couple of you on our Facebook page have these. Do let me know. I don't think you'll have hag-on rear shocks. They will feel amazing. We're doing this, and Gary's sorting out the front end. He needs to get his shocks off so that we can then move to step 2. Fork seals and fork oil. Lovely. Good. Right, guys, we're stalling a bit because this bike's had some sort of bod repairs in the past. One nut there is broken. Ideally, we need to get that out, but it's not going to be easy, and this one's rounded. The idea was to get the Dremel, which I've got here, and make a slit for a flathead, which is still the best option. So I'm looking for some Dremel bits, but the only bit I've got here, metal, is a metal one, and that's not... Metal isn't gonna cut this metal. I need the actual flat blades, which are in there somewhere. We just have to get that bolt out to get this out to drop it all. The Gerjan just cleaned his carb, which I needed to clean. I have no idea how. It has a fuel filter on it, so I don't know what's going on there. It'll be interesting to look into that one. But he did say it hasn't been running great for a while. With that crap in there, it wouldn't have been running great. So it should be running great now. We have to work this out, guys. If we can't get this off, then we can't get the front wheel off, then we can't get the shocks off, and then we can't continue the job. And we've only got 3 hours left of light, so let's keep working away. This has had a good bunch of coats. It looks much better. I can see some stripe effect on that one, so I'll give it one more coat. But it looks better, and that's what we were going for. You alright?
Will this work on the
spray and shine on what? On the
chrome? Not chrome. This follows.
No, use the use chrome cleaner. I've got chrome cleaner in there somewhere on that. Yeah, this is looking great. All right, guys, we're hammering away here. All right, guys, the Vespa's taking shape, kind of roughly. The calf looks amazing. We're just waiting for. I mean, I say we're waiting for parts. We picked it up last night, so I think. What have you ordered? Nothing yet.
Nothing. Is this normal?
Wait, did you order the battery? I told you to order the battery this morning.
Oh, I thought you said order it all together.
Dude, it's next day delivery.
Alright, order it now, but...
It's too late. If you ordered it this morning, you would have got it next day.
We're probably going to need it probably on Wednesday or something.
It's bank holiday anyway. Makes no difference.
Is this normal?
I'm not interested in your fiberglass rash. Sultan picked up some fiberglass for the... you know, for the exhaust wrap, and now I've told him he's probably going to get fiberglass rash, and he's like a big baby. Oh, I've got a rash. Oh, is this normal?
Yeah, look at that.
Dude, just wash your hands a couple of times. This stuff, I have it for 3 or 4 days. It's a little bit itchy, and then it goes away. Just keep washing your hands. Right, guys, I put the first coat on the mud guard just to kind of neaten up it a little bit, and we're gonna have an okay bike here soon, ish, kinda, roughly. I forgot I need to order the speedo cable and the new speedo drive. Yes.
He wasn't lying, was he?
About what?
The bloody rash.
Fiberglass rash.
It's itchy.
Yeah, of course it is. Put the just clean it. Just keep cleaning it. Use the wipes. Gershon's over here. We're just dropping the first fork. That'll be this one here. There you go. Look, that one's dropped. So yep, that's kind of the hard part done. What we do is we pop the top cap off. Yep. We tip out the old oil. I bet it will smell eggy. Old fork oil smells eggy. And then we will pop the cap off first and take the retaining clip out. And then the actual seal comes out easily. It pulls itself out, basically. We'll show you that. It's kind of a slide hammer effect. The hardest part for us is going to be putting the seal back in without a seal driver. But we'll work that out at the time. We tend to do that stuff at the time. Right, there it is. Okay, so we pop. Oh, hang on, you haven't got a seal protector. Yes, that's the protector. So we pop that down. Goes down just like that. We pry that down somehow, down here, and then there's a retaining clip underneath. Wow, we could actually do a how-to video today, guys. How to change fork seals. like real mechanics. If you need to get a smaller, thinner one, get a smaller, thinner one. And yeah, that's just the protector, the sill protector, that one, guys. And this sill's actually kind of okay. It is the other sill that's the problem, but you might as well change them both. There it is. Mind your hand. Right. We'll be back after this quick break. That's just the dust cap, guys. We're reusing that. Now in here there's a pin. That's what holds the thing in properly. The all we do is we put in a fin like we just did there, and we pop that retaining clip out. Hey, do you want to do that, buddy? Yeah. You just put it. There you go. Excellent. Done. That bit's fine. Now, if you're going to scrape this off, do it at the top, guys, where it's not going to be a problem. At the moment, it's that first, then that second, but we know that anyway. Now, what Gary's going to do is take the lid off. There's no pressure on these forks, guys, so it's not going to shoot in the air. It's not like an upright one. All we're doing is dropping the actual sleeve on this one. And yeah, and we've got the tool and that bit. And then we tip out the old fork oil. I'm going to find a container for that. Okay, guys, now on traditional upside down forks, you would have a spring up here that attaches to the bottom of that. There's a spring. And you pull the spring down, you put your 12 or 14, whatever it is, in there, and then you undo that. On this, there's no spring on the outside. You hold this bit and you screw off the top like that. This is where our slide hammering process will take place. So, Gary, if you just pick that up, and you hold the bottom and the top, if you quite gently slide hammer that way, it will go to a dead end. Yeah, pull this away. Let's get that all the way down. And you might need to help him, Sultan, do something with your sore hands. No. This guy. Pick up the flathead. Take the thingy off.
The sill?
Yeah. Well, the protector.
This thing here?
Yeah. That's it.
Well, can I touch this?
Just move the protector out the way. Now, Gary, when that's out the way, all you're going to do is kind of pull it and you're going to slam it, but not really hard, kind of a few times medium. Yep, couple more. Yep, couple more. Yep, keep going. 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 Who's the daddy? These guys, they think I'm messing. Basically, that will come off, so you've got to just keep slamming it. Yeah. I don't trust you. You slam it, full speed, slam it. Oh shit, you broke it. Not really. I told you I wasn't messing around. So that's the slide hammer. So there's your fork sill now, yeah? And there's that's the protector. Now all we do in here is you put the little screwdriver in, pry it off. So that comes off next, yeah? Yeah. Just twist it a bit and pull that off. Yeah. And then we slide them two off, and we basically slide the new ones on, and we seal them later. Make sense? So that comes out. Sultan, give me my hands.
Well, again?
So take that off. All you do is kind of turn it sideways. So turn that sideways and pull that off. That'll just come off. In fact, look, there you go. Right, so that's off anyway. Now, same with these, Sultan. They come off. Look, that one.
So just
yeah, just slide that off. Notice what side it is. Because the new one needs to go on. So the deeper side faces up, okay? That's it.
You really like someone that has numb hands to be doing this.
It's good for you.
I've had 21 years of bloody...
Come on, mate. Easy. Right, hang on. Is this... Hang on, you might need to take... In fact, you need to take that bar off using the same process. So, yeah, so you put a thin screwdriver in there. No, in here, and then you pry it off and you put it off this way. That's it. And then to turn, that's it. And then you put it off this way. There you go. I didn't realise that was on there. That's fine. That's there. Now that'll just come off. Now you see that gap that it's getting stuck in? We need to protect the new one from that somehow. I think putting back on the bit we just took off will smooth that transition. Normally you put a piece of plastic around it, put the seal on the plastic and pull it down. Let's get a cloth on here, let's get that cleaned, make sure there's no high spots for now. So guys, you put it all back together like we picked it up basically. That's the new seal in there, ready to be driven. I'm going to use the old seal to drive the new seal. You should have a seal driver really. I do need to get one at my garage, a seal driver. And they adapt and you kind of slide hammer them in. That would help. But I haven't got one, so we use the old seal. Basically, you cut a slot in it, you stretch it, you put it back around, and then you kind of tap on that or slam that down, or even use the head. We could effectively use the head now to seal it down using the slide hammer effect. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay guys, so the new seal's in. You put this clip on at the top, so put it on up there like that. And as long as you can seat this clip, as long as you can get that in and it seats, so you'll see that it actually clips in place, then you've done, there you go. Did that fall in the slot? Yes, it did. So that seal is now done and dusted, ready to go. That's good news. Now you need to check the manual, see how much oil goes in. Different people use different systems, guys, as to how much oil goes in. You just check the manual, tip in what it says. We know that all the oil's out. I don't know if you know how much goes in.
I have no idea.
What have you bought, a litre?
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not more than a litre. It'll be alright. I think we're probably looking at 500 each, but let's check. I'm going to check online. So guys, this is how I like my garage to work. Don't worry about Sultan's builder's arse.
It's a full moon
crack.
Today.
It really is. Basically, I've shown these guys what to do on one fork seal, and now they're doing it themselves on the other. I mean, Sultan, you look like you're mining for gold. Mate, it's a very simple metal seal. Just pop it out of its groove, that's all.
The groove?
You better do it, he's going to break something.
Alright, you heard it.
Oh, look, watch and learn. Look, you pop it out of its slot.
I need to read this one.
Look, you missed.
Alright, I'll watch on YouTube, don't worry.
Okay. And then they're gonna undo the top like normal. By the way, guys, this fork had no oil in at all, did it? Nothing's come out really. No. So same system, guys. So we pinch this bit and we undo the top using exactly the same system, and then you slam it apart like you did before. The rest is easy. This is what I mean, guys. When you guys come and use my garage, I don't always want to do it all for you. I want to help you guys learn how to do it. Gurjan, if he keeps this bike, will always know how to do his fork seals. It gets a bit, yeah. Because they don't get oiled much, these, so. Don't break it. Easy. Keep going now. What? There you go. Keep it flat. That's it. You got it? Got it, Gary? Yeah. Go near the end, it'll be more. Anyway, yeah. So when you learn how to maintain your own bike, Gary popped his own carb off earlier. I was shocked. Popped his carb off. He's like, I'm going to give it a carb clean. I've only shown him once before. But that's amazing, isn't it? It didn't take long, did it? Nah. And he found loads of crap in there. So this bike, this is going to feel like your old bike. You do still need some handlebars, remember? I think yours are slightly bent. No, you've got used to it. There's a difference. You've got used to the bend. Last time I rode your bike, I was shocked. It was terrible. Because of that fork. That fork leaked massively. We have cleaned the brakes as best as we can, guys. So that bit's done. But so far, we've done a fork seal change. And it's only taken 4.5 hours. It hasn't really, guys. About 2 hours for now, but the wheel was a pain in the arse to get off. When you're ready, Sultan. No rush there, mate. No rush. I've got to put a sound. I'm going to put a soundtrack to this. I got copyrighted last night. I had to delete. I deleted it immediately. It was a GoPro 3 one. How can it be copyright? I like the California one I used though, that one seems to be okay. Lady one. got this, and then you're gonna slam out the old one. Remember? I'll give it a couple of soft, a couple of softer ones to kind of loosen it all up, and then you pow it. There it is, yes! And now remember the order of everything, guys, exactly the same as before. Remember the order.
So this one first?
No, that one first. Yep, that one first. Not that it matters that much.
Does it really matter what comes first?
Not particularly. Oh. Well, it's just that if you... It doesn't matter, no. You guys work it out. I quite like seeing bikes like this kind of broken down when you're doing good work on them. Gary, the difference he's going to notice on the way home is unbelievable. I don't like the chain and sprocket we bought.
Do you know what? I think the cushion is...
It looks 20 years old.
And look again.
But look, there's tight links in it already, look.
Look at it.
That's what I'm... Bloody hell.
In my opinion, the cushion here is always vibrating, and that's what makes it look...
I don't know.
Look.
I think it was a bad chain. It was quite cheap though, weren't it? 30 quid or something?
Yeah, I think so,
Yeah, I mean, they should be like 70 or 80 really. If you were keeping the bike, I'd buy like a sport chain or something. No.
Sell it.
Yeah.
I want to sell it.
You get so many more options. I mean, look, he bought that for that little git.
Yeah.
Bought that for 430.
I was looking at bandits, you know, and you can get it for
Exactly.
500, 1000.
Exactly, bandits. What?
Your bandit was 850.
Was it? Yeah. These guys are doing a good job. Yeah, all the way down. That's just the protector.
It doesn't want to go down.
Just take your time on that because that one don't matter. But it's on that slot, isn't it? I think the Vespa's looking quite nice, guys. It's all kind of tied in. You've got the top bit there, looks much better, and it just all looks kind of the same colour, which is really good. I'm glad about that. It's going to come together nicely, probably tomorrow. This one. What will be nice is it's starting riding bike tomorrow. You can get the seat covers, but they're from Germany. I have ordered the two. You alright? Yep, I have ordered the two light lenses that I need now, so we're getting there.
Do we need this one?
Not yet. So you've got the bit set up now. What you need down there for when it comes to slamming, yes. So what you need to do now is put the housing on.
That one?
Nope, the whole housing behind your right leg. Yep. Nope, the actual housing. Yep. See it? That's right. That way down. Excellent. Now.
What about this one?
No, hang on.
This one?
Yeah, sorry. My bad. I thought you could get to that without the housing. Right. Sorry, that made you right and me wrong. Pop that back off. Yeah, that housing first, guys. And it just sits on top of the old one, of the other one. That's the one. There you go. That's it. It just sat on there. That's it. So then housing goes back on. And that's when we look at driving. So here, you take the
down.
You take the camera.
My hands are a bit greasy, is that right?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
Just for reference how greasy they are.
Yeah, don't worry too much. It
So,
doesn't matter too much.
Here is Mr. Rescue himself.
I think when you actually
And
slam
Gerjan.
you don't need to talk.
It's called commentary.
You don't need to talk. Have you noticed? I edit you out. All your talking, I edit out.
We'll see. I don't really pay attention.
We'll see.
You do know when I watch your videos, I'm mostly eating my food. It's a good ASMR.
So that seats in like it did, and then we've got the actual sill here that goes in. Now that if you can press them in by hand, which this one you practically can, then they're not the best sills, guys. So that one, look, that one's practically gone in by hand. And I find that the softer sills like that aren't the best ones, that you need to really drive them in. But, saying that, A seal is a seal, once in, once in.
Trying to find the spare parts that we used.
Yeah, see look, in an ideal world, guys, you can't do this. This isn't going to be the best seal ever, but it's going to be better than what you had. You shouldn't be able to work a seal in like this. And the other side was tighter. That might take us back to the fact that this one could be slightly bent, because it had the fold in it. It could be. Right, let's drive it for good practice. So where's the seal?
This one.
Yes, perfect. So we put that around, right at the top, guys, where we're not using it, right up here. Because if we split anything, right, then you need to try and get this back into its shape as best as you can. You can use the big, I used the big pliers earlier. Where are they? I'll grab them here. So you just want to get them back to the shape, really. It's hard today because our hands are cold. It's freezing.
No, your hands are freezing. Mine are numb. And itchy.
Right, that's what we want. Something like that. And then we want to slot this in. Come on. It has to slot in fully, guys, otherwise you won't be able to seal it properly. You got that?
Yep.
You don't want to put it on the actual fork itself. Right, there you go. Right, come on, sit. Let's try this side first. There you go. Lovely.
You're going to edit that part in or out?
My hands are too cold, I can't get that in. Yeah, go on, see if you can even, yeah. Try this side here. It only needs to go in a touch, and then when we drive it, right, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work. Let's take that off. It's my hands. Right. Try and take that off, mate, a minute. Guys, it's your hands. They're so cold to be able to do this at the moment. It's crazy. But just be careful with your forks. We're going to drive this as best as we can. So guys, that's driven. Again, if the clip actually goes in and seats, then you know you've got it far enough. If it doesn't go in and seat, if it doesn't clip, then you need to seal, you need to drop the seal a bit more. That side's not in there, that's it. Be careful with the seals. There you go. As long as it slides into the slot, Gary, then yeah, I believe that. Did that go in? Yes, lovely. Yeah. Excellent. So now you know that that bit's done. So it's 200 mils of oil now, and then you put the cap on like normal. Turn it the other way around now, Sultan. That's it, mate. All right. So there you go. Yep, 200 mils. You're gonna have to help him, Sultan. What you do is he tips it in, right? And then, so he'll tip it in like that, and then you've got to push this down. And in fact, it won't hurt to put the head on now for that extra grip. Put the head back on now, and then here, grab it, Sultan. Do the same system you use, so the adjustable. Yeah, it's over there. Also, it won't hurt to put a little bit of oil just with your hands, even WD here. Tiny little bit. There you go. So you seat the head, and then yeah, Sultan, when he tips the oil in, he'll tip in like 50 mils, pump it, and it will go all the way through the system.
Alright, fair enough.
Alright guys, so the keyway's back up. I've realised that the Vespa needs a coat of paint on that bottom panel, but that's easy. Keyway's good to go. We're going to check the oil. We'll just let the oil settle so we can check the oil. We're going to check the oil. There is a bit of a metallic-y sound. It sounds like the valves need doing actually, which is nuts. How high mileage is this? Oh yeah, so maybe the valves do need adjusting. Yeah, that's a valve noise. We got loads done today in little time, really. We've got this bike. This bike is going to feel like a new bike on the way home, guys. It's going to handle better. The carb's been cleaned. Gershon did that himself. We just disabled the side stand switch. We weren't sure if that was playing up. So that's disabled, quick and easy. I always do that on the Chinese bikes, guys. Disable it because they do become issues. And Sultan's sleeping. As always, thanks for watching. We're up to date with videos now, really, guys. We're not... Now you're only going to see what we're recording on the day, which is quite cool. I believe I carried you guys throughout Christmas, which is good. You know, I released a video a day, pretty much. So let us know how that drives on the way home. Anyone watching, let me know what you think we should do with the Vespa, if there's any more. It's a tough one, isn't it? It's a bit of an ugly old sod, but yeah. What's not ugly though is that thing's. It just has such a good calf look to it. I'm shocked.
Look at the chrome.
The chrome's lovely. Mirror shines. It's all polished. You know, it's lovely. But we need the parts. Order. And try and do fast deliveries.
Caught now, apparently.
What?
So we're caught now, apparently. Order.
Order.